Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Sarita Bang, and today we are going to do the poem My Grandmother's House by Kamala Das. Kamala Das was born in 1934 at Punnayur Kulam in Kerala in a Hindu family. Her father was a salesman and her mother a poet. She was brought up in Kolkata and was educated in various schools. She began writing when she was very young, both in Malayalam and English. She now lives in Thiruvananthapuram. Apart from poetry, she has written fiction and she regularly contributed to journals. Her first significant publication appeared in PEN, that is, in 1948, and she was awarded the PEN Philippines Award in the year 1964. Her first volume of collected poems appeared in 1984, for which she was awarded the Academy Award the same year. The titles of some of her anthologies are Summer in Kolkata, that is Calcutta at that time, 1965, The Descendants, 1967, Tonight the Savage Right. She also published her fictionalized autobiography, My Story, in 1975. The poem My Grandmother's House first appeared in Kamala Das's first anthology of verse titled Summertime in Kolkata, 1965. It is also an autobiographical poem in which the poet's longing for her parental house in Malabar is movingly described. She is reminded of the ancestral house where she had received immense love and affection from her grandmother. The poet's feminine sensibility finds its clearest loveless relationships in it. A note of pessimism runs throughout the action of the poem. It reveals the poet's painful, unfulfilled desire to visit her grandmother's house, to which she is deeply and emotionally attached. To which she is deeply and emotionally attached, and it reveals the poet's unfulfilled desire to visit her grandmother's house, to which she is deeply attached, I told you. The poet is shocked to learn that the house is all in ruins after the death of her grandmother. She suffers in silence due to the wear and tear it has undergone in her absence. A death like silence reigns in her grandmother's house. Moreover, the intensity of her grief is suggestively conveyed by the ellipsis in the form of a few dots in this section of the poem. It was her enchantment with her loveless marriage which reminded her of her grandmother's pure and selfless love. Her heart is itself like a dark window where the fresh air does not blow. The image of the house has stuck to her mind. The poet has also used the similes of a brooding dog show her inability to pay a visit to her grandmother's house. She has also used suggestive visual imagery of blind eyes of the windows and the frozen air to convey the idea of death and desperation. Before beginning an analysis of the poem, let me read out the poem for you. There is a house There is a house now far away from where once I received love. That woman died. The house withdrew into silence. Snakes moved. Among books, I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going there to the to peer through to peer through the blind eyes of windows, or just listen to the frozen air, or in wild despair pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. You cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved, I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in small change. In the first few lines, the poetess is lying in her bedroom and recalling her grandmother's house where she once lived with her. Her grandmother loved her very much. She is now dead. Nobody lives in that house now. There were books in the house. Reptiles could be seen there. She was at that time very young. She could not read or write. When her grandmother died, it seemed to her that she had lost her capacity to feel. The blood in her veins seemed to have turned cold. In this poem, My Grandmother's House, it's a reminiscent poem. It is written in the form of a dramatic monologue, you will note as I do the poem. The speaker here is Kamala Das herself. It's an autobiographical poem, as I told you earlier. She seems to be talking to her husband, but he says nothing in the poem. Thus, in form, this poem, My Grandmother's House, resembles the dramatic monologues written by Robert Browning. It is a short poem, as I told you, as you will see on the screen, of 16 lines and may also be called a dramatic lyric. There is no rhyme scheme. The poetess is in her own room away from her grandmother's house. She recalls the house where she lived as a small child, loved by her grandmother. When her grandmother died, she left the house. Her grandmother's house is now deserted and closed. It is dark inside and she cannot see anything in her bedroom. She is in a thoughtful mood. She seeks love at strangers' door and is ready to accept even a small love got from any stranger. In this poem, Kamala Das, Kamala Das's intense love and attachment to her grandmother's house can be seen. She suffers from an acute sense of alienation from having left this place after her marriage. The poet now lives in a big city after her marriage, a remote place from her grandmother's house. She is reminded of her grandmother's house where she spent her memorable childhood. Ironically, it is the only place where she received love from her grandmother. The death of her grandmother is even mourned by the house to which she was emotionally attached. A death-like silence reigned in the house after her exit from this world. It seems that the grandmother was the very soul of this house. Being deserted, the snakes could be seen amongst books in the library of the house. At that point of time, she was too young to read those books, which looked quite horrible and repulsive like snakes. She was almost frozen with fear at the passing away of her grandmother and seemed cold like the moon. The very opening lines of the poem capture alive the poet's mood of nostalgia. She is reminded of the happiest days of her childhood, which she spent in the company of her grandmother. She was deeply attached to her grandmother, who was very caring and affectionate to her. She was emotionally destabilized after the death of her grandmother and felt almost heartbroken. The intensity of her grief is suggestively conveyed by the ellipse I told you in the form of few dots in the poem, 3 dots in this section of the poem. It was her disenchantment with her She was emotionally destabilized after the death of her grandmother and felt almost heartbroken. The intensity of her grief is suggestively conveyed by the ellipsis. It was her disenchantment with her loveless marriage which reminded her of her grandmother's pure and selfless love. Moving on to the next few lines from How Often I Think of Going Till Dog. In the above lines of the poem, My Grandmother's House, the poet defines her relationship with her grandmother in a very moving manner. Kamala Das is reminded of the happiest days of her childhood, which she spent with her grandmother. The poet was deeply attached to her grandmother, who was very caring and affectionate to her. She was emotionally shattered after the death of her grandmother, who had been the chief source of inspiration in her life. The poet often longs to visit her grandmother's house, to which she was emotionally attached since her childhood. It has been a place of security and protection, which is sadly missing in her new house in the city. She would like to peep through the dust-ridden or colored panes of the windows where she was she was shut after the death of her grandmother. She would like to listen and feel the still atmosphere prevailing in the house. It is this longing to revisit her grandmother's house that sense of adds to her sense of longing and frustration and hopelessness. The darkness of her grandmother's house can have no terrifying impact on her. She would like to gather some darkness, some memories of the grandmother's house, and bring them to her present city residence. The very memories of her grandmother's house will have a soothing impact on her loveless and hopeless married life. The poet is in a mood of reminiscence and recreates the plight of the grandmother's house after her departure from the scene of life. She gives us the very feel of the house in its state of neglect and desertion. The poet has also used the simile of a brooding dog to show her inability to pay a visit to her grandmother's house. She has employed suggestive visual imagery of blind eyes of the windows and the frozen air conveyed convey the idea of death and desperation. Let us go on to the final lines. Few lines. You cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved. I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in small change. In these lines of the poem, the poet says how her frustration and disenchantment in the marital life forced her to go into extramarital relationship. The poet often longs to visit her grandmother's house, to which she was emotionally attached since her childhood. Unlike her miserable city life with her husband, it had been a place of security and genuine love for her. Here, the poet informs her dear husband that he can never believe the intensity of love that she received from her grandmother. He can never realize that she was extremely proud of her grandmother's house, where she was deeply loved by her. It is her separation from her grandmother's house after marriage that has ruined her life forever. It is loveless and hopeless married life that has crippled her sense of pride and love, which she used to have in her grandmother's house. She has become a beggar for love who knocks helplessly at strangers' doors to receive at least in a small measure. She has almost lost her way in search of genuine and selfless love. In this poem, Kamala Das exposes the futility of loveless and hopeless marital relationships in these five concluding lines of the poem. It shows the agony and humiliation of a married woman who is forced to seek extramarital relationships to seek love for her emotional satisfaction. It is the mood of nostalgia that dominates the closing phase of the poem. The poet is reminded of her grandmother's house, where she received love and safety in childhood. She has lost all her identity and freedom in her loveless relationship. This much for today. Thank you.